All right, buckle up. If you're watching this video, you're probably wondering how much of your life you can waste before reality comes crashing down like a ton of bricks. But hey, I get it. You're trying to live your best life, right? Maybe you've got the nice job, the occasional holiday, and enough disposable income to keep pretending you don't live paycheck to paycheck. Well, I've got a special treat for you today. Some real money horror stories that'll knock the fantasy out of your financial reality. And don't even think about skipping the intro, because I'm starting with the good stuff. These are the kind of stories that'll make you immediately want to start saving. No joke. So grab a snack, sit tight, and prepare yourself to have your financial life shattered. If you've ever wondered what it feels like to wake up one day and realize you've spent years digging yourself into a money pit with no ladder to climb out, you're in the right place. Let me start with a classic, the 30,000-pound mistake. This one hits hard, real hard. You're young, you've just graduated, and you're ready to conquer the world. You're 23, working your first job, living the dream, right? You're making 2,000 pounds a month. That's not bad, you think? This is a solid salary. You can afford to buy stuff now, right? So what do? You start living like you're already a millionaire. You open a shiny new credit card because who wouldn't want to be treated like a VIP? You buy new clothes, the latest gadgets, and hit up every new restaurant in town. This is what success looks like, right? You get your first paycheck and immediately swipe that card to get the latest iPhone. You swipe it again for a weekend trip to Ibiza. You swipe it yet again for those 150-pound sneakers that somehow made you feel important. Then there's the spontaneous night out. Why not? You're young. You'll make it all back somehow. You might even throw a little extra on top for the luxury of not worrying about it. But then you get a letter in the post. It's from the credit card company. Your balance is now at 25,000 pounds. Your stomach drops. You tell yourself, that can't be right. I've been smart. I've been making payments. But then you look at your bank account and it hits you like a freight train. That minimum payment you've been making, it's just a way to keep you trapped. You're paying off interest, not the principal. You're literally paying to keep drowning. You try to fix it. You cut back on spending. You tell yourself you're done with impulse buys. You make a plan to pay it all off. But here's the kicker. The 25,000 pounds doesn't stay at 25,000 pounds. It starts to grow. You add another couple thousand to it because life still happens. There's the car insurance, a new phone you didn't need, the nights out you couldn't miss. Before you know it, your balance has crept up to 30,000 pounds. And guess what? You're still not done. You're stuck paying that debt for years, and you haven't even gotten any real benefit from it. Moral of the story: you can't keep borrowing to live your best life. That 25,000 pounds or 30,000 pounds of debt? It's your future being sold to you. You're making payments on memories that aren't even worth it. Your credit card is not your friend. And if you're living off borrowed money, your financial future will haunt you like a bad breakup. Now, let's get to the real monster: homeownership. Everyone says it's a must, right? You can't make it in life without a home. It's the ultimate goal. So you do what every sensible person would do. You start looking at property. You're in your late 20s and you're tired of renting. You've seen everyone else buy a house and you want to be adulting. You've been saving for a while. Well, sort of. And with interest rates so low, you think it's the perfect time to buy. So you get a mortgage. You get a loan. And what does that loan get you? A small, crumbling property in a neighborhood you can't pronounce. But hey, it's still better than renting. You think it'll be your castle. You'll paint the walls, install a new kitchen, put up a fence, maybe even get a dog. Life is going to be amazing. Your friends are jealous, your family is proud. You're living the dream. But then, the cracks start showing. And I don't mean metaphorically, I mean literally. The roof leaks, the boiler dies, the windows need replacing. Suddenly, you're looking at unexpected costs that eat up your savings faster than you can say, first-time buyer. It gets worse. You realize you've bought a house that's worth less than what you paid for it. You can't sell it. You can't rent it out. You're stuck paying for repairs you didn't see coming, all while the value of your property drops. The dream house? It's become a financial black hole. You're now working 50-hour weeks just to pay the mortgage. Weekends? Forget about it. You're either at home base trying to fix the plumbing or buried in debt from another unexpected expense. Your social life? It's dead. Your friends are at brunch while you're Googling how to stop crying over your mortgage payment. The worst part? You realize that the house, that thing you thought would set you up for life, is a trap. You've built your life around this one big mistake, and now you're fighting tooth and nail just to stay afloat. Moral of the story: before you think about buying a home, take a long, hard look at your finances. Can you really afford it? Or are you just chasing a pipe dream that will come back to haunt you in the form of bills, repairs, and regret? That dream home is a house of cards, and if you're not careful, it'll collapse in your face. Now, this one is the darkest story, but it's important. And if you don't listen to this, you might as well put yourself in financial therapy right now. You're young. You're living for today. Your pension? It's for old people. You'll deal with that later. That's what you think. You're in your 30s, still figuring out your life. You're getting by, money's coming in, you're spending it, and you'll start saving later. But the thing is, later comes way quicker than you think. One day, you wake up and realize that you've done nothing to prepare for your future. You've been ignoring your pension like it's some boring, far-off thing. But suddenly you realize you've got nothing saved. Nothing. You've spent it all on living your life like you're invincible, but now you're staring down the barrel of an empty bank account with nothing to show for it. You're 45. You're not getting any younger. Your boss says, "Hey, it's time to start thinking about retirement." You think, "Well, I've got time." But when you really look at your bank account, you realize you've got no savings, no pension pot, and no plan for the next 20 to 30 years of your life. The government's not going to magically bail you out. And guess what? That little state pension they promised, it won't even cover your rent, let alone your dream retirement. You think you're safe. But the truth is, you're screwed. You're 50, and now you're just hoping to have enough money to buy bread in your twilight years. Moral of the story: saving for your future isn't just something you do when you feel like it. It's a choice. And if you don't make that choice now, you'll be one of those sad old people still working at 70 just to afford to eat. That future you're putting off, it's gonna catch up to you, and it's not gonna be pretty. So here's the deal. The reason I'm telling you these stories is simple. Your money won't wait for you to get your life together. If you don't start saving, start budgeting, and start making smarter decisions now, you're going to end up like those people in these stories. Broke, stressed, and regretting every decision you ever made. Stop living in denial. Stop pretending you've got time. Stop buying into the lie that everything will be fine as long as you can swipe a card. Money isn't magic, it's a tool. And if you don't learn how to use it, it'll break you. You've been warned. Now get out there. Put your financial life together, or risk living a financial horror movie that you can't escape. Your future self will thank you, if you're still around to see it.